I want to tell you about a homeowner right here in Forsyth County. Her home was worth about $580,000. She was paying $5,000 a year in property taxes every single year for years. After one appointment, one application, and showing her driver's license, her annual bill dropped to $1,476. That is over $3,500 back in her pocket every year, and she had absolutely no idea this was available to her until we told her. That is what this video is about. I am going to walk you through exactly what this exemption is, which counties offer it, how to apply, and what it could mean for your specific situation. I am Gina Sharma with the Gina Sharma team at Keller Williams Realty here in Alpharetta. I work with senior homeowners and families all across North Atlanta, and this is one of the most important conversations I have with my clients. So if you have questions about your specific situation after watching this video, call or text me at 770-626-4162 or use the link in the description to book a time to talk. Everything is there for you. And stick around, because at the end, I'm going to share the one thing I see most senior homeowners get wrong before they make any major decision about their home. It is a costly mistake, and it is completely unavoidable. So let me start with that real story, because I think it makes everything else land better when you see the actual numbers. This client came to us as part of a conversation about her home's value and what her options were. She had owned her Forsyth County home for years. The home was worth around $580,000, and her property tax bill was sitting right around $5,000 a year. When we talked her through the 65 plus school tax exemption, and she realized she qualified, she could not believe it. One appointment with the county tax commissioner's office, one form, her driver's license, that was it. Her new annual bill, $1,476. She saved $3,500 every single year going forward, not once, every year. That is the thing that changes how you think about staying in your home. So what exactly is this exemption? In Georgia, homeowners who are 65 or older can apply to have the school tax portion of their property tax bill removed. Now, most people do not realize that school taxes make up the largest portion of your annual property tax bill. It is the piece that hurts the most, and it is the piece this exemption targets directly. Here is the important part. This does not happen automatically. You have to apply for it, and most people never do, either because they did not know it existed or because no one in real estate ever told them. It is also separate from your standard home exemption. A lot of homeowners have the homestead exemption and assume that covers everything. It does not. These are two different benefits, and you want both. Once you are approved, the savings renew every year. You apply once and it stays with you. Now let's talk about where this is available, because not every county works exactly the same way. The counties in North Atlanta where this exemption is available is Fulton, Forsyth, Cherokee, Cobb, and Gwinnett. The qualifying age, the percentage of the school tax removed, and the exact savings will vary a little by county. So what I always tell people is this: use what I'm sharing with you today as a starting point, then call your county-specific tax commissioner's office to confirm the details for your situation. That is the most reliable source. What I can tell you with confidence is that the Forsyth County example, the $5,000 bill dropping to $1,476 is real, and it is a representative of the kind of savings that are available across all of the counties. If your parents are in Fulton, Cherokee, Cobb, Forsyth, and Gwinnett County, this conversation applies to them too. Okay, so how do you actually apply? I want to make this feel real simple as it is, because people sometimes assume there is going to be a lot of paperwork or a complicated process. There really is not. Step 1, confirm you meet the age requirement for your county. In most cases, that is 65 or older. Step 2, gather your documents. The primary requirement is your driver's license. Simple. 3, go in person to your county tax commissioner's office. This is not something you need a lawyer or an accountant for. You just show up. Step 4, submit the application. The staff there are used to walking people through this. You are not going in blind. Step 5, the exemption typically takes effect in the following tax year. So there is a little lead time, which is exactly why I always say do not wait. If you qualify, file now. The whole appointment takes less than an hour. The savings last every year after that. Let me show you what this looks like at a few different price points because I want you to see how this applies to your situation specifically. We already talked about the $580,000 home, $5,000 down to $1,476. If you have a home closer to $400,000, you are looking at roughly $3,400 a year in property taxes, and the exemption could bring that down to around $1,000 a year. That is about $2,400 in annual savings. If your home is closer to $700,000, which is not uncommon in Alpharetta and Johns Creek, you could be looking at $4,000 or more in annual savings. These are Forsyth County estimates, and every situation is different, but the direction is always the same. Significant, recurring, annual savings from a single application. This is not a one-time rebate. This is money that stays in your pocket every single year for as long as you own your home. Now, I want to talk about who really needs to hear this because it is not just one group of people. If you are a senior homeowner already living in Fulton, Forsyth, Cherokee, Cobb, or Gwinnett County, the question is, have you filed? If you are 65 or older and you have not done this yet, this video is your sign to go do it. If you are an adult child, if you have a parent who owns a home in North Atlanta, this is one of the most valuable things you can share with them. Forward this video, make the appointment together. And if you are a senior or a retiree who is thinking about moving to North Atlanta, this is one of the financial reasons we see people specifically choose this market. The quality of life is exceptional, and the tax picture for senior homeowners is genuinely one of the best in the region. Most people find out about this from their real estate agent. Now you know. Okay, I promised you the one mistake I see most senior homeowners make before they make any major decision about their home. Here it is. They make the decision without knowing their real number, whether the question is should I sell or should I stay or downsize? Should I move closer to family? That decision is almost always being made based on what they think their home is worth or what Zillow says. And those are not the same as your actual equity position. Your real number includes what the market says your home is worth right now, not 2 years ago, not what your neighbor sold for now. It includes what you owe, and it includes what that equity actually makes possible for your next chapter. When you do not know that number, you are guessing, and the stakes are too high to guess. That is exactly why we built the Property Wealth Report. It is a custom report, not an automated Zillow estimate that we build specifically for your home, your zip code, and your situation. It shows you your current market value based on real 2026 data, your full equity position, and the options that equity opens up for you. We deliver it within 48 hours, and there is no obligation attached to it. If you own a home in North Atlanta, and if you have not filed for this exemption, that is the first call you should make this week. But if you also want to understand the full financial picture of where you stand, the Property Wealth Report is the right next step. You can request yours using the link in the description below. It goes to atlanta.ginasharma.com/equity. And as always, you can call or text me directly at 770-626-4162 or connect with me using any of the links in the video description below. I would be honored to be your resource for this. Thank you so much for watching. If this was helpful, please share it with someone you know who owns a home in North Atlanta, because I promise there are people in your life who qualify for this exemption and have no idea.